Hey YouTube. Well, it's the first Saturday in August. Boy, this summer has gone by pretty quick. I mean, August, September is, really not that warm of a month. Sort of warm, but so today, instead of doing any cutting, I decided not to do that. I was doing some stuff to the backhoe, but I want to wash this truck. I washed my red truck, which I'll show you in a second here. But I want to wash this truck yet. So anyway, I washed this truck. This is a 2000 Chevy half-ton. I like pickup trucks that don't have the extra cabs on them. I just feel like those are for families. I like this truck. So doesn't quite have 80,000 miles on it. I think there's 75 or 76,000 miles on this truck. The one that's underneath the tarp here has only got about, I think there's 40,000 miles on that. It's a 2006. So I've got trucks to last me. So I don't have to buy any new vehicles, but I just want to wash this up. It's nice and bright out today, but it's not as hot as it was all week, but it's supposed to get hot. I think the temperature today is like 78 or 79 degrees. I had changed a couple things on this, put the oil in it, hydraulic oil, a little antifreeze it needed. There's a fitting on here I'm having a problem with. I'm gonna go wash the truck, but I just want to show you this. I'm getting some drips from here, and I'm not sure of where it's coming from. I don't know if it's this fitting or if it's where it comes together. I tried tightening it up, but it didn't do anything. Didn't stop it. So I'm gonna have to take a closer look at it. May have to braze something in there. I like washing the trucks. I like keeping them nice. This truck here is the one I put the new frame underneath a couple of years ago. It's been holding up pretty good. I have a little bit of a, right here, I was a little too thin with the body putty, and I should have put fiberglass on it, but I didn't. I got a couple of little bumps here coming up, so I'm going to have to fix that this year before I go to get it inspected. Actually, the inspection's due of April of next year. It's not like the truck's real dirty, but it's dirty enough. White doesn't hold up well without washing it. I used to use a sponge to do all the washing of the trucks, but as I got older, it's just too much work trying to climb up on the truck and everything. so hot though that the vehicles get pretty warm, even the white truck. And the dirt will dry onto there after you loosen it with the sponge if you don't rinse it off right away. Man, you don't realize how dirty it is until after you start washing it. The frame of the truck is in good shape since I changed it. It hasn't got anything bad going on with it. But some of the parts, instead of rubber, I put urethane bushings. And the urethane bushings are not holding up as well as what rubber does. So I'm getting some noise when I drive. But the truck's still in good shape. It runs good. The motor runs good. And I just like using it to plow. These wheels are made out of aluminum, but they don't hold the shine. They're all pitted up. So there's no sense even fooling with them, hardly. In case you're wondering, I use pine salt to clean it. That's what's in the bucket. It's not the best, but it works pretty good. Usually in the fall, sometimes, especially when it starts raining and stuff, we'll take the trucks and one at a time I'll wax them in there. It just helps to keep the body nice during the winter time. There's a couple of marks on it here and there, but I'm not really worried about that because I don't put a lot of miles on this truck either. I don't really go anywhere, to tell you the truth, much, but I don't like when the truck's all dirty. You're wondering about some good tires. Now, I'm not a tire professional, but I'll tell you one thing, these General Grabber AT2, I've had good luck with these tires. I have them on all my vehicles except the red truck because I had a set of regular, not just snow tires that I stuck on there because of the size. But this General AT2, I have them on this. They were on the white truck that's in there, and I had them on my wife's Blazer, but she's a little rough on tires, so I just started buying some cheaper tires for her car. But these tires are good. I've had no problem with them, no flats. The one on that side loses a little bit of air because I think it's the wheel. think I got them tires at online. I bought them because I put them on in the garage. I think they were I want to say about 160 a piece. I believe they're a 10-ply tire. Like I say, I've had no trouble with them. They grab really good. And I've had no problem in like where there's, you know, in the woods, driving through the woods here and there to pick up brush and logs and stuff. When I was younger, I used to do a lot more to cars. I would put fancy wheels on them and stuff like that. And I have a bunch of vehicles that are still like that, but I have them in storage. Thing is this truck always ran good. I mean, I replaced the transmission last year, or I think it was, yeah, last year in it, but I'm happy with it. $1,300 for a new transmission. I don't even call that a good price. I don't even call that an expensive price. I think that was a good price for the whole transmission. Oops. One thing about using those AT2s, especially with four-wheel drive, is they throw a lot of stones up, especially when you're living on a road like this. Of course, that's not the first time I've complained about the road, but it does throw a lot of stones. You have to be careful, because it doesn't take much to really goof up the body shape. there's a lot of mud that collects on the inside of the fenders, and if you don't watch yourself, you'll have the bottom of the fenders rotted in no time. When I replaced half of each fender, those aren't brand new. Those are what I replaced with parts that I made. But they're holding up pretty good right now, and like I say, I'm satisfied with it. You can see this tire here's a little low on air. You gotta put some air in it. It takes about every month and a half or so, it takes a little bit of air. What I ought to do is just take it off and clean the wheel, but I haven't had a chance to do it. So this is what I used. Basically, this is my, I don't know, I guess you could call it junk truck. I put this back together because it was running really good, and it still runs good now, and it just didn't make any sense to replace it with a $50,000 truck, you know, when I could easily fix it, and it only cost me around, it was either $5,000 or $7,000 to do the whole body. I think with everything it might have been around $7,000 or $8,000, but I thought it was worth it because I knew everything that I had there, and I'm happy with it. So I had washed that back panel there before I brought the camera over, but anyway, I think it looks good enough, especially for what I do with it. So this is just today's Saturday, doing a little something different here. Man, it really feels good to have the wood piled up there nice, wood over there, and the truck's getting washed. And I hope Carmine's enjoying himself. He's out, he's probably with his girlfriend, which I hope he is. So, I'm gonna move that truck now. I usually put around 45 pounds of air in them just for driving with an empty bed. Sometimes when I start to do some heavy stuff, if I'm carrying firewood, I might put 50 pounds of air in it. 45 pounds. I'm going to let it at that. Like I say, I don't really go that far with it. Those ties, you can see the amount of tread on that. And those have been on there for about 3 years. I mean, look at that thread. Half inch or better. I put some corn in that frying pan down there. I'm expecting to see some deer later on this afternoon. I also put some corn out here by the bird feeder and some in the bird feeder. We'll get something bigger than just birds, I think, although there's a bird there eating corn now already. In the next couple of days here, I want to get some of these branches cleaned up, like in here, so that I can see down there better from my window where I sit, because it's hard to see with all this little brush here. I missed something. I like being able to watch the animals. Guys, check this out. It's 4:18. And I put that corn down there at 3:30. Down where that looks like that's a fawn. Down where the fawn is, I threw corn on the ground. Is there a third one? Yeah, there's a third one there too. Right over in... there it goes. There it is. So a mom and 2 fawns. Ain't that something? Boy, they came up pretty quick. It's no less than an hour. Wow. You see the flies are driving me crazy. I saw a 6-pointer the other day running around up here. Nice, very nice. I have it zoomed in all the way there. It's hard to hold it still to get a good view of their coat. Looks like they're moving up here a little bit further. I don't see the third one.